Hi everybody. In this video, we're going to look at solving trigonometric equations using a double angle formula. And if you want to work along with me, you can download a copy of this PDF from my website. I'll leave a link below. So if we begin with example A, we need to solve 2 sine 2x equals cos x within the range of 0 to 360. So if we begin with question A, we need to solve 2 sine 2x equals cos x. The problem we have is that we've got a 2x on this side and an x on this side. So we need to use the double angle formula to write sine 2x in terms of x. So we'll have 2 multiplied by the sine of 2x. We can use in this identity, this will be 2 sine x cos x. And this will equal the right hand side. So you can see we can divide both sides by the cos x and these will cancel. And then we can expand that out and we get 4 sine x will equal 1. So sine x will equal 1/4. And then we can take the arc sine of both sides. So x will equal the arc sine of 1/4. This will give us approximately 14.5 degrees. Okay? But we need all the solutions within the range of 0 to 360. So if I draw a cast diagram, we can see that the first solution will be when sine is positive. That'll be here, 14.5. The other solution will be in the second quadrant, where sine is also positive, and this will be 14.5. So our solutions will have 14.5, and the other solution will be the 180 minus that 14.5. This will give us 165.5 degrees. Okay. So do you want to try question B? Think about this cos of 2x and this cos of x. Which double angle formula would you use? You can pause the video, and when you come back, we'll go through the solution. Okay, so I'll come back if you had a go. So we've got our left-hand side, and this will equal 2. Now, because we've got cos here, I want to write cos of 2x in terms of cos. So I'm going to use this formula here. So we'll have 2 multiplied by 2 cos squared x minus 1. We can expand this out. We'll get 4 cos squared minus 2. And then we've got a quadratic, so we'll make it equal 0. So 4 cos squared x minus cos x minus 3. And we can factorize this right-hand side. So we'll have 0 will be 4 cos x plus 3 multiplied by cos x minus 1. So our solutions will be when this bracket equals 0, cos x will equal negative 3/4. And when this bracket equals 0, cos x will equal 1. Well, we know when cos x equals 1, x will equal 0 and 360, both of which are in our range. To work out the solutions from this one, we'll take the arc cos of both sides, so we'll get x is equal to 138.6. This is our first solution. To find the others, we need to draw our cast diagram. So we have our first solution in the second quadrant. If this is 138.6, then this one will be 41.4. So our other solution, when we've got a negative cos, will be in the third quadrant. So we'll have 138.6 and 180 plus 41.4. This will give us 221.4. So these are our solutions. Okay, let's try example 2. So in example 2, we've been asked to solve the sine of 4 theta equals the cos of 2 theta within this range. It's not immediately obvious how we can use these double angle formulae because we have 4 theta. But if we say let x equal 2 theta, then we can rewrite this equation as the sine of 2x equals the cos of x. So all we've done is we've replaced 2 theta with x. And now we can use the double angle formulae. Do you want to try and finish this question off yourself? You can pause the video and come back when you're ready. Okay, so we'll have 2 sine x cos x will equal cos x. Divide throughout by cos. So we'll have 2 sine x will equal 1. So sine x will equal 1/2. So x will be the arcsine of a half, and that'll be pi over 6. But we know x is 2 theta. So now we've got our solution for 2 theta. We need to adjust our range. So we've got 0 is less than or equal to 2 theta, which is less than or equal to 4 pi. So to find all the solutions within this range, we'll draw the cast diagram. We know the sign is positive, so we're in the first quadrant, pi over 6, and in the second quadrant. So our solutions for 2 theta will be pi over 6 and pi minus pi over 6. But this only takes us up to 2 pi, so we need to go around again. So now we'll have 2 pi plus pi over 6, and then we'll have 3 pi minus pi over 6. These are the solutions to 2 theta, so theta, we need to divide both sides by 2. We'll get pi over 12, 5 pi over 12, 13 pi over 12, and 17 pi over 12. Okay, so these are our solutions. Let's try one more question. Okay, so finally, in example 3, we're asked to solve a cos of 3x equals 1 minus 3 cos x within the range 0 to 360. The problem we have is this cos of 3x. We need to use the double angle formulae. So how do you think we could rewrite this equation using the double angle formulae? Well, we'll have the cos of 3x, which is 2x plus 1x. And now do you want to try and finish this question off for yourself? You can pause the video and come back when you're ready. Okay, so how did you get on with that? If we expand this out using the compound formulae, we'll have the cos of 2x times the cos of x minus the sine of 2x times the sine of x. And this will equal our right-hand side. To keep the notation manageable, I'm going to let cos x equal c and sine x equal s. So for this one, we'll use this identity. We'll have cos squared minus sine squared multiplied by the cos x, which is c, minus this identity, which is here. So 2 sine x cos x multiplied by this sine x, and that will equal 1 minus 3 cos x. Now we'll expand out the brackets. So we've got cos cubed minus cos sine squared minus 2 sine squared cos, and we'll move this negative 3c to the left-hand side. We can collect these like terms, so we've got cos cubed minus 3 cos sine squared plus 3 cos will equal 1. And then with this sine squared, we can replace that with 1 minus c squared. So c cubed minus 3c, 1 minus c squared, plus 3c will equal 1. And then we'll expand out this bracket, because now we've got an equation just involving cos. So cos cubed minus 3c plus 3c cubed, and that will equal 1. Now you can see this negative 3c will cancel with that one. So we've got cos cubed plus 3 cos cubed will equal 1. Cos cubed will divide both sides by 4, will equal a quarter. We'll take the cube root of both sides. That will give us the cube root of 1 quarter. We'll take the arc cos of both sides, and we get x is approximately 51 degrees. Okay? So the other solution from our cast diagram, we know the 1 quarter is positive, so we're looking at the first quadrant and the fourth quadrant. So our solutions will have 51 degrees, and then the 360 minus that 51 will give us 309. Okay? So how did you get on with that? Well, if you want more practice on this topic, you can download the worksheet and view the online lesson from my website. I'll leave a link to that in the description below.